Welcome back, Raider Nation and my champions. This is the closest I ever want to get near Cleveland. Yes, I am messing around with a little bit of activity here, but wanted to say hello. We are currently on top, 10-0. Unbelievable. We're going to get to our program right now, actually. But first, I want to say hello to everybody who's coming to here into the chat and the live stream. How you doing? We are doing very well. I'm going to go over my opinions in the first half, and then we're going to get on to you as well. So let's go over this as we normally do, and that is with our rundown. And now we go over our keys just like we do with our other live streams. In this case, this is going to be kind of a quickie live stream as far as a halftime report. I'm going to go over what I saw, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and relate it to those 4 keys of the game that I gave you during my game preview. So let's get right to this. So as far as the good goes, obviously I'm going to say we've had a good start. That's kind of an understatement compared to the last few weeks, to be honest with you. Came out, stopped them on their first drive. The Browns had the ball first. We stopped them. We got a touchdown. Coming back, we're up 7-0 for quite some time. So good start on both sides of the ball. Well done. I put here Cajone Carr. We're seeing the Derek Carr that's not afraid to go out there, not afraid to step up in the pocket, even run a little bit. He tried to do that on that third down inside the red zone. He didn't make it, but you know what? He's not Lamar Jackson either, so I'm not going to knock him for that. It's a good job for him to even try there. Nobody was open. I could see that. No problem with that. And I'm going to say good job as far as mixing it up, as far as the play calling and what's going on, as far as especially on the offensive side of the ball. Well done overall. As far as the run and the pass, again, good start as well on the offense and the defense, basically shutting down Nick Chubb so far. I know they have Mullins in, their third string quarterback. I get that, but still, it's still a good job considering our run defense is very poor. And then we got the touchdown. It was a nice grab by Bryan Edwards here for the touchdown. However, I got to say, we're going to talk a little bit more about that as we go on, but I'm going to go to the bad right now. And the offensive line now, they've only given up 1 sack, but they have 2 holding penalties already. We had that delay of game with James not hiking the ball there late in the first half. It's not terrible. Overall, the team's playing pretty well, given what they've played the last few weeks. But as far as that goes, need to be a little bit better. We've been saying this for weeks, but obviously I think we're going to have to get some help there in the offseason on the offensive line. And I put Carr's vision. He's been pretty accurate. He's had the guts to go and run and all that, but he's missed a few wide open receivers out there. Didn't see them again. Hunter Renfrow comes to mind. So a small knock overall. I think he's playing pretty good overall. But as far as the bad, I'm kind of nitpicking at this point as far as the bad goes. So I'm not going to worry too much about that overall, to be honest with you. So, and then the ugly, we're having all these ball drops. It's not even New Year's Eve yet. Dropping the ball, fumbling, punt returns, dropping passes. I don't know if they need new gloves or what, but I would say, if anything, that's probably the worst thing we've had so far during this game, the first half. But overall, a pretty well played game. All things considering, they're not 100% on the offensive side. They still do have Nick Chubb. They have their offensive line intact. You could tell they tried to lean on him, but the Raiders are bringing Abram down. Like I said, good strategy. It's the way you do it. I think they should have been doing that anyway, even if Baker Mayfield played, even if Jarvis Landry played. A couple good strips by Faison on Donovan Peoples-Jones. He did get the PI late, but it didn't turn out any well. Is it Vision or Carr always trying to be the hero? Now, I put it as a bad. I think, Ernest, you just came in. I'm kind of nitpicking at this point. He's been very accurate, been doing very well overall. Don't get me wrong, and he's had the guts to kind of step up and try to run the ball, especially there late in the red zone. Hey, Dominique, how you doing? Good to see you in here as well. I'm just saying there's a couple instances where the receivers were open. He just didn't see them, like Hunter Renfrow, for example. Could have possibly been a touchdown. At this point, I'm kind of nitpicking. I think overall the team's playing very well. Not perfect. There's still been some issues. And I want to get to those keys to the game that I put out in my preview on Friday on my live stream. And I usually put out 2 on each side. Let's get to the defensive side first. As far as the defense goes, they don't have any sacks. This has still been an issue. No turnovers, especially with Nick Mullen. If anything, this might be the biggest knock on the Raiders side for the whole game. I'm expecting more from this. Like I said, he's a third-string quarterback. He hasn't started a game in a few years. I remember him with the 49ers being a backup. We should be able to get to him better. We should be able to strip sack. We should be able to get at least 1 interception in this game. As far as Nick Chubb goes, 14 yards rushing, outstanding so far. Of course, we're going to be keying in on him. I would say of course, but some things I scratch my head with as far as the coaching goes. But they're right on with this, bringing Abram down, making the tackle. I showed the picture of that. No problem. I had Keenum in here. I didn't really know. It's actually Mullins. Keenum did not get out of protocol. Njoku did. I think he only has 1 catch, though. So as far as the offensive side, Garrett has no sacks. Their defense has 1 sack in the game. As far as pass protection, I mean, aside from the holding calls, the offensive line's been doing pretty well. Clowney's not playing either. He's out. He got popped on the protocol late. And then right here, you know what? Derek Carr's having a good game. He's playing hard. He's playing with guts. And they're 4 of 7 on third down conversions right now for the half. And they do have 1 red zone touchdown. Of course, the other one was the field goal, 10-0. So I want to say, as far as I don't want to go over week 15, to be honest with you, because they already played the games. They're not in progress. If you want to look at the stats, we can look at the stats as well if you want to do that. Otherwise, we'll go right into the question and answer session. I know we have limited time here. We only have usually about 10 or 15 minutes, and then the second half starts, and we'll get back into that. So right now, I want to get right into the question and answer segment right now, and I want to see if you guys have anything you want to contribute. What do you guys think how we've been doing thus far in the game? I got my cold weather gear on right now in Cleveland. If you didn't see, I'll put it on here right now if you want to see. I was messing around with this. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this going. Yeah, it's not coming up the best. Maybe I'll have to get a green screen. So I was just kind of fiddly farting around with this. But anyway, I want to know what you guys have to say about this. What you think, the first half thoughts. Obviously, we're up 10-0. I thought it was pretty cool that they went and iced the kicker, and it actually worked there at the end of the half. And the guy kind of shanked it to the right there. I thought that was pretty cool with Bisaccia doing that. Like I said, this team is the most unpredictable team. I would have loved to have seen this team play like this against Washington, against the Giants. I didn't really see that. They're not without fault. Couple still some offensive line issues. The drop passes, the drop balls, potential fumbles. Got to secure the ball better. Moreau, Edwards, even Hunter Renfrow on the punt return. But overall, they're playing well. They're keying on that number 1 key I talked about in my preview, and that was stopping Nick Chubb. That's exactly what we had to do, and we are doing it. It's 14 yards right now. Make Nick Mullins beat us, to be honest. And you know what? Come on, guys. Let's generate some pass rush. Come on. I know their interior line's pretty good, but their tackles aren't that good. They're kind of average at best. Probably being a little kind there. So I want Crosby and Unique to kind of step up. I know Nassib gave Mullins a little bit of love on that one pass play where Donovan Peoples-Jones got stripped. I enjoyed that. I like that. We need a little bit more of that, and at least one turnover. I was looking for 2 turnovers. At this point, I want at least 1, because we can't, the defense is playing well, but also we're playing against a third string quarterback. Let's be real here. We should be keying in on Nick Chubb. I'm a little concerned of how this defense would look if they had Landry, if they had Baker Mayfield playing. I know Kareem Hunt's hurt. That's a given. But those other 2 were on the protocol. They didn't get off the protocol. Austin Hooper's also not playing. I don't think he's a big deal, to be honest with you. I think Njoku's actually better than he is. So, but at this point, we need to take advantage of this. And Cleveland already had an extra couple days trying to get some of these guys off protocol, and we just need to take it over at this point. So if you have any questions, I know I don't want to talk too much. I know I want to hear from you guys what you have to say. I know we're going to be getting back to the second half very shortly, within a few minutes here. If you have anything else to say it now. We'll talk about it in the chat right here in the live chat box. And otherwise, we'll just close this one out, and looks like we are getting back to the second half. The Raiders are getting the ball in the second half. Looks like we just got the ball with a touchback. I will be going live tomorrow night to do the game review of this one, and so far so good, guys. Hopefully we finish out this game strong, just like we started the game strong. So thank you for coming out. Appreciate it, and as always, go Raiders.
Ask you something. With all the distractions that you have off the field, how are you able to keep focused on winning football games as you do and do throughout the years?
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.